Hi guys, this is Ranjit and I have purchased again the GH5 now in 2019, and you might be wondering why. And I just thought of making this casual video because I had purchased the GH5 even last year, and in fact about the last 500 videos that you might have seen of the products were all shot with the GH5. Now I have a need for one more camera, so I got this, and I'm used to these GH series. If you guys recall, in 2015 I had purchased this GH4, and still today we use this for all the B-rolls, slow motion shots. We use this one, there was some requirement then, that's why I went again with this GH5, and I'll share my experience of where I use this so that some of you might have a better idea. In fact, for shots like this where I'm seen, I never use these Panasonic cameras. In fact, I use the Canon. Right now, this is being shot by a EOS R. I upgraded to this EOS R just a couple of months ago. Prior to that, I was using the Canon 80D. And in fact, in my regular studio where you see me, that's mostly shot on the EOS R or the 80D. But all the product shots like what you're seeing right now at the bottom were all shot with the GH5 or the GH4. This is my trusty GH4. It's almost 4 years old, and as you can see, still it works, and a beast of a camera. I love the lens of this one. This is the 12-35 f2.8 lens, a really nice lens. It's actually a pretty expensive lens as of now. But for this one, I did not buy the lens. This is just the body because I also have a Viltrox adapter, and I might be using this with my other 12-60 lens that I had with my older GH5. So let's quickly look at this one. And now, because this is fairly old, the GH5, and probably by 2020 the GH6 will come, so the price of this one has reduced considerably now. I don't recall the exact price when I got it about a year ago. It was way more expensive, I think so. With the kit it was 1,70,000, but this one I purchased for 1,03,000, and this is without the kit lens. So if you look at it, yes, the price has fallen down considerably now. But again, still expensive. In fact, I would say I was planning to go with the the G85. It's very similar to this GH5 that can also do 4K, has in-body stabilization. But the thing was that it doesn't support granular ISO control, which I actually wanted. For example, that means the ISO levels could only be set to 200, 400, 800, 1600s, like that. With the GH5, you can go in between, like let's say from 400 to 500 or 640, like that. So I needed that granular control, and some of the features that the GH5 has, I use that. And so again, as you can see, we get some paperwork and stuff over here. Big booklet, I never read it, I would say. And so if you have any questions regarding the cameras, if you're buying a new YouTuber or whatever, I have invested in wrong cameras and wasted a lot of money, do ask me. I'll be more than happy to help you out, guys. So this is the body itself, and as I've told you guys, I just purchased the body, so the lens simply does not come with this one. You will have to, if you already have a lens, that's good. I already have a lens, so I'll be using with this one. And I also really like the slow motion on this GH5 series. It has in-body stabilization. That means even if you're just holding it handheld, and if you have a Lumix lens, you get that dual stabilization. So even if you can just take some shots, in fact, I'll just throw some B-rolls that we have shot with this one so that you get an idea. As you can see, this is all handheld. Then also it looks very cinematic because this one has that in-body stabilization. But to get the best stabilization, I would say go with the Lumix lenses. And we have some other accessories like the power cable. So we also have a USB cable. With this we are getting, and more power cables of some strange reason. And this is also a bracket. If you're planning to use HDMI out, you clamp it over here. I was doing this for some of the live streams that I did earlier this year, live broadcasts that were done with the GH5. In fact, you guys told how come the live broadcast quality was so good. It was done with the live, this GH5. And we get this is the same power adapter that we have seen that I have. And finally, we also have the battery in this. The battery is actually pretty good on these GH5 systems. But I would say, as I also have the GH4, this is the same battery that is used on this GH4 also, but for some reason the battery lasts a lot longer on the GH4 compared to the GH5. I wouldn't say the battery life is bad, but yeah, the GH4 used to give me much better battery life. So now I can just swap these batteries, this GH5 and GH4 batteries. So guys, this was a quick what do you say, look at the GH5 and my opinion on it. Yes, I know the GH6 might come next year with some more advanced features like dual ISO, etc. There's also one more variant of this GH5 known as the GH5S, but that does not have in-body stabilization, which I require for some of the work that I plan to do. Hence, I opted for this one. So if you have a GH5, what's your experience? I really like this camera, and looking forward to see what the GH6 offers hopefully next year. Anyways guys, if you have any questions regarding the camera gear, do post your questions in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer them. Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys.